Hi, good day, guys. It is a wonderful day indeed, as we are about to cover the game between the King Tigers and the usual suspects in the Tier 8 of the 2021 Winnipeg Men's Volleyball League. A little background about the King Tigers. This team was formed more than a week ago in a day and did have their first game the day after. They unfortunately lost that game against the hosters, but that is understandable as that was the team's first ever game together. Now, for the usual suspects, we do not have much information about this team, but the goal of every team in this league is to move up to upper tiers. Now, that's a good swing from number 12 of the King Tigers, Jordan Jimenez. This game is important for both teams if they would like to move up to upper tiers in the league. For the King Tigers, joining the league in the middle of the season, they start in Tier 8, which is usual for all new teams. The rule of the league is for every new team to start in the bottommost tier, which in the current season is Tier 8. The Winnipeg Men's Volleyball League has 3 rounds in every season. Before the first round, there is a mini tournament for teams to be able to gel together as a team. And after the 3 rounds, the first round being in fall, the second round being in the winter, and the last round being in spring, the season ends with playoffs. Now, we are currently in the second round, and this is the only second official game of the King Tigers. For the usual suspects, I believe that they have been playing since the start of the season, so that gives them a little bit of advantage for this game. For the King Tigers, though, their team is made up of players with much experience. Number 77, number 12, number 22. So Josh, Jordan, and Ray have been teammates in high school for the Takvok High School. During their senior year in 2018, they placed 3rd in the Winnipeg School Division. For number 00, Jaboy Javier, he is a current senior at the Sisler High School and played left side for the recently concluded Winnipeg School Division volleyball season. For number 8, Justin Esteban of the King Tigers. He was a player for the Maples Collegiate back in high school and has been playing in different tune-up games alongside the other players of the King Tigers, and also played at the LPAM volleyball tournament in Winnipeg before it was postponed due to COVID. For number 14 of the King Tigers, Stephen Unger, He played 4 years of club volleyball and also played in high school as well. Now he is playing as a left side hitter for the King Tigers in the Winnipeg Men's Volleyball League. For the usual suspects, unfortunately, we were not able to get much information or background about their players, but we are definitely going to know more as we see more of what happens in this game. Regarding the league format, after every round, the top 2 teams of each tier moves up to the upper tier. So the top 2 teams from tier 8 will move up to tier 7 after the second round. Now the bottom 2 teams in each tier will move down 1 tier, and the middle 4 teams will stay in their current tier. For the King Tigers, joining the league in the middle of the season and having to start in tier 8 with this lineup, their goal is to move up to upper tiers, meaning they will have to be one of the top 2 teams in tier 8. They have already lost their first game last week, so this game is much important for their campaign this season. Their setter, number 77, Josh Laracas. This is his first game with the team, as he has only recently joined the King Tigers. He did not play in their first game against the hosts, so we will see how his hitters will adjust to their first game together. Now that's a first serve from the usual suspects. Josh goes to the right side right away, but that will be an error from Raymar Reyes. That's a good pass from Steven, a set to the middle, but that will be an error from Josh. Another pass from Steven. Josh tries to go back to the right side, but that will be another error from Raymar. Based on the information we know so far, Josh hasn't been able to play volleyball in several months, so that might also affect his performance today. But knowing that he was teammates with Jordan and Ray in high school, we are confident that it will not be very hard for Josh to adjust his sets based on the sets that his hitters won. Now that's a good pass from Jaboy. They try to go to the left side to Jordan, but that will be another error. We are seeing quite a number of errors to start this game. Josh tries to go back to the left side, but Jordan will have to tip it over. Now King Tigers will get a free ball, but they were not able to capitalize on it. Now that's a good dig from Steven, a swipe from Jordan, and that will work for the Tigers to get their first point of the game. So for the King Tigers, they do have 3 hitters in front. They need to capitalize on this to be able to get back to the set. Josh tries to go to the right side, but that will be an error from Jordan. 7-1 in favor of the usual suspects. Serve from number 66 of the usual suspects will go out, and that will give the King Tigers their second point. Justin with the serve, but that will go right into the net. Now that's a good pass. They go to the left side. Attack from Steven will work. The King Tigers will get the third point of the match. So from what we are seeing, it seems like the King Tigers are adjusting to playing with each other. For the setter, this is his first game with the team. For the other players, this is only their second official game together. Now they get another point and they cut the lead to 4. A jump serve from Jordan. And that will be a service ace. Another jump serve from Jordan. A better pass from number 33. Josh sets the left side, and that's another good dig from number 33 of the usual suspects. A free ball, but nice intention from Josh. However, that will be an error and will result to the 9th point of the usual suspects. Now a float serve, a good pass, but a free ball will be given to the usual suspects as well for the Tigers. Josh tries to go to the back row for Jordan, and that will be a point for the King Tigers. Again, we are seeing the hitters of the Tigers having to adjust to the sets from Josh. In that case, that is an error from Raymar. Especially that the team did not have any practices before this game. Communication will be crucial in terms of finding that connection between Josh and his hitters. Raymar will be blocked right there, but there was coverage. Now Jordan tips it over. Nice save from number 99. That's a dig from Steven. They will set Raymar. And unfortunately, Jordan was not ready for that free ball from the usual suspects. They now double the score 12-6. Alright, so that's a very good strategy for the usual suspects to target Raymar, but he was still able to get that score. Now, Jaboy will be going into the service line. That is an error there. If the King Tigers would like to cut the lead down in this set, they will have to lessen their errors, but that is another error. Now, in the passing department, that's an overpass from Jordan, their captain. Usual Suspects is now up by 7. That's a better pass from Steven. They will go back to the left side, and Raymar will hit that out, and that is another error for their team. Alright, so the Usual Suspects has been very consistent with their services, but the King Tigers was able to get that point of a back row hit from Steven, number 14. Jump float from Josh. Number 12 of the Usual Suspects tries to do a power tip. Now Jordan will set up Raymar, and Raymar will commit another error by stepping over the line. Another serve inside. Raymar is dug up, a left side hit, but that's a very nice block from Justin Esteban, number 8 of the King Tigers. That is another error from the service line for the King Tigers that will result into the 17th point of the usual suspects, and that is a mispass. They will have to give up a free ball. Number 12 will set the left side, and number 99 of the usual suspects will hit it off the block. The usual suspects has also been very consistent with their serves. I do not remember any service errors yet in this set. And that will be another error for the King Tigers. It is now 19 to 9 in favor of the usual suspects, and their captain Jordan has called the timeout. Now this first set, they are down by 10 points, but I believe that they can also utilize this set to try and connect with their new setter Josh Larakas. Also, they can also use this set to be able to gel more as a team. Even though they did not have any practices yet, communication will be able to help them in terms of adjusting to each other's playing styles and in finding that rhythm as one unit. That is very important for team sports like volleyball. Now we are seeing a slight delay because of technical issues. The referees of the Winnipeg Men's Volleyball League use electronic whistles, and I believe the referee for this game had to change his batteries. Now he's having a conversation with both teams. Now we will see number 66 serve. That's going in. Nice pass from Raymar. They go to the right side. Jordan will be blocked and no coverage. Now that's a better attempt in terms of offense. That was not an error right away, but the defense of the usual suspects was able to hold off the hit from Jordan, the right side hitter of the King Tigers. They are still down 10 points talking about the King Tigers, but they can definitely use this part of the set to try and build momentum, try and cut the lead down to as least as possible. Oh, there was a touch on that hit from the block, so that will be 21-10. As I was saying, they can try to build on their momentum for the next set or to try and salvage this first set. This is still not yet over. Jordan tries to tip it over, but that's another error. The usual suspects is now up 12 points, 22 to 10. Now, that is the first service error from the usual suspects, if I'm not mistaken. They're still up by 11. Let's see what the King Tigers do here. Now, that's a mean jump serve, but a very good pass from number 66 of the usual suspects, and they capitalize on that very good pass by setting their left side, and that hit goes off the block. Now, that is a free ball for the usual suspects. Let's see what they will do. And that is the best hit so far in this game. A sharp cross-court hit with two blockers in front of him. Number 99 from the usual suspects. Now, that's a cross-court hit from Steven. And the King Tigers will get this point. It is now 24-12. The usual suspects is at set point. That's a free ball for the Tigers. Josh tries to dump it over. He goes to the right side, and that will be a hitting error for their captain. First set goes to usual suspects. In terms of the playing time as a team, the usual suspects, playing since the start of the season with each other, has proven to be quite an advantage in this game. Again, it is only the second official game together for the King Tigers, and their setter Josh Laracas is just playing his first game of the season. Now, we are in the middle of the season, and I believe that there has already been about 11 games played. So the gelling of the other team, the usual suspects, we can definitely see that they are more used to playing with each other. They also have very consistent serves, and they commit less errors than the Tigers. In that first set, the Tigers gave up so much errors, which made it very easy for the other team to get those points and to eventually win that set with a very high margin. Now, they try to switch up the rotation of the King Tigers, since Raymar seems to be struggling with his hitting this game. It seems like their captain has decided for him to start with the right side, or beside the right side, meaning they will be beside each other when they're in the front row, and Raymar will be hitting from the left side with the right side hitter in front with him. Now, that's a service ace from Josh with the help of the net. That's a good serve to start the game, but this will be a service error, which is unfortunate, but let's see what will happen here. That's a good serve, and Jordan started that rally with a poor pass, and he finishes it with an error. And that gives up the second point for the usual suspects. Now, from the right side, Steven gets a hit off the block, and he ties it up at 2 points apiece for the second set. Float serve, poor pass, but a free ball is given. Nope, that will be a free point. King Tigers is up 3-2. Let's see if this rotation for the King Tigers will provide them with better chances at winning the set. They are up by 2. Alright, so number 12 sets the left side. That will be an off the block. Nice save right there. Raymar goes down the line. He's dug up. Number 99 from the usual suspects tips it over, and he is going to be successful in that attempt. That's a very good strategy to target the front row hitter of the other team. Number 22, Ray Reyes of the King Tigers passed that ball and also hit that ball, and but still they were able to get that point. And now they double up the score 6-3 after that service ace from their middle, Jaboy Javier. Jaboy with another nice float. Now, that's a free ball that the King Tigers was not able to capitalize on, as their setter Josh Laracas decided to give that ball over to the usual suspects with a power tip. Alright, so that's a free ball for the Tigers once again. But Josh will commit a setting error right there, and it will result to the fourth point of the usual suspects. We are seeing a service from number 77. Now, that is an off the block hit. Great job there by Jordan to use that blocker to his advantage. Now, he will be doing a jump serve. That is a miss hit and will be a free ball for the Tigers. A dump from Josh will result into their 9th point. It seems like the King Tigers is having a much better start in this set. Let's see if they're able to maintain this lead. That is a very nice serve, but a very nice receive as well. Josh tries to give it back to Jordan. C-ball cross-court hit dug up by number 77. Now, nice coverage there by Josh. Raymar gives it over. Now that's a free ball for the Tigers. What they will do, Raymar is blocked. Josh tries to do a 1-2 play once again. Now he goes to his middle. That's a tip from Justin. Nice up from Steven. Now he hits from the back row. And that will be an outside hit, but that is a nice attempt and a good play for the King Tigers. Nice hit from Jaboy. They go to the left side. Raymar hits it cross court. They will receive another free ball. Josh tries to go to the right side, but it's too close to the net for a back row hit. Jordan gives up a free ball, and this will result in a good hit from number 12, the usual suspects. They decrease the lead down to 3. Alright, Raymar tips it over, but that is a free ball for the Tigers, and they go back to Raymar, and he will lose that joust. So it is now 7-9. It is looking like Raymar has been trying to adjust to those sets from Josh. Maybe Raymar is looking for lower sets. Let's see what will happen here. Alright, nice pass from their captain. Raymar hits it. That was a flat ball, but dug up anyways. Justin sets their setter. That's a very good hit, but it seems like Josh either touched the net or went over the middle line, and that will be another point for the usual suspects, which ties the second set at 9 points apiece. Service from number 99. Josh goes back to Raymar. Off the block, dug up, but no second ball. That will be a point for Raymar from the left side. Hopefully, this left side hitter of the King Tigers gets going here. Alright, a float serve from Raymar. A free ball once more for the King Tigers, but a misconnection there between Josh and his middle. Alright, so we are now seeing some good offense from the King Tigers. Nice jump float serve from Justin. Free ball for the Tigers. They go to the left side to Steven. He rolls it over and will get the 12th point of the second set. And that will be another error from the service line for the Tigers. Again, they have been working very hard to get those points, but they have been giving up so much free points to the other team here. Josh gets a short set. They give up a free ball, and that's a cross-court hit dug up by Justin. Now, Steven will hit that into the net. It is now 12 points apiece. And that is a service ace. Now, the usual suspects is now ahead by 1 point in the second set. Steven gives up a roll shot. Now that's a mean middle hit, and Raymar is not able to dig up that middle attempt from the usual suspect, as there was no blockers to help him out. So they do call a timeout here, and it is quite a good timeout, a good timing, and a crucial one as they try to get back to the set. They started this set in a very good way, having a lead as high as 4, but the run from the usual suspects puts us in a situation where the King Tigers has lost their lead and is even down by 2 points at the moment. Again, the experience and the time playing with each other is proving to be an advantage for the usual suspects, as that will be a misset. A free ball is given. A free ball is given back. Josh tries to go to the middle, but that is a swipe for Jaboy, and that will work to get the 13th point. They are still looking to build on the connection between the setter and the hitters of the King Tigers. Now that's a free ball. A right side attempt for number 77, but that is an error. The ball goes straight into the net. The second set is now tied at 14 points apiece. That's a mean float serve from Josh. A tip from 77. And that's a hit from Steven, 14 for the King Tigers. King Tigers is now up by 1 point. This second set is crucial for the King Tigers in terms of trying to get this game. If they do lose this set, it will mean that they will be down by 2 sets. Although it is not impossible, but it is very challenging to be able to come back from being down by 2 sets in a game. That right side hit from Steven will give them a 1 point lead, and he serves. That's a cross court hit. Nice save from Justin and Josh. Now they go to the middle. Nice dig from Steven. They go to the right side. Jordan is blocked, but nice save. And he gets this third ball, but the ball is still alive. Now Jordan with the block. And that will be a point for the King Tigers. Now we don't know if Jaboy, number 00, their middle, did not see that Jordan was already on the floor, but nonetheless they were able to get that point. So it's a serve from Steven. Again, another error. And the usual suspects is still within short distance to take this set. Nice dig from Steven. They go back to the left side. Raymar blocked. Josh pushes it over. Left side hit for the usual suspects. That is an outside hit, but it seems like there was a touch from the blockers, so we are now tied at 17 all. Number 77 from the usual suspects will be serving it over. It seems like for the usual suspects, there are always 3 hitters in front. It appears that they are switching setters. And that is quite a good strategy. For the King Tigers, however, we have seen a couple of back row hits from the right side, number 12, Jordan Jimenez. It means that whenever there are 2 hitters in front, they have another hitter from the right side in the back row. The King Tigers is now up by 219 to 17. However, that was a free ball that the Tigers is not able to capitalize on. Nice pass. Set to the middle. Touched by the block, and it's another swipe or a power tip to zone 1, and there's no one there for the Tigers. Score is now at 19 all. Josh sets up Raymar. Raymar with a cross-court hit. Now Jordan will be going to the service line. Let's see how his jump serve will go, and that's a good serve, a good pass. Now Jordan tries to hit from the back row, but he will have to give up a free ball, and they will receive a free ball as well. Josh tries to go back to Raymar, down the line hit, but dug up by number 77, and that is a very good cross-court hit for the usual suspects. I believe that is number 42. They tie up the game, or they tie up the set at 20 points apiece. Now, number 42 will be serving for the usual suspects. He targets Jordan. And that overpass will result into a right side hit and a point for the usual suspects. They are now up 21-20. Another good serve now to Steven. Josh tries to go to Jordan, and he will get that point. Now that the second set is tied at 21-all, we will see which team is going to commit less errors in this crucial part of the set, and who will I was saying, and who will be more, or who will be smarter in terms of those crucial situations. Now that's a tip from Steven. Now a free ball for the King Tigers. They go to the left side, and Steven will get the 22nd point for his team. Now a serve from Justin. Float serve. That is good. Josh tries to capitalize that free ball, but Steven will have to roll it over. Nice dig from Raymar. Steven, another cross-court hit. It goes back to the Tigers. Josh tries to dump it, but the ball is still alive, and now a free ball passed by Jordan. Overpass, but saved once more. Now, what will the King Tigers do? That's a nice save from Raymar, and this is the longest rally we've had so far. Cross-court hit dug up by Justin. Josh tries to go to the right side, but Jordan gives up a free ball. Now a middle hit, and that will go outside. Now it's 23-all. And that will be an outside serve from Josh, which gives the set point to the usual suspects. Raymar with the pass. They try to go to the right side, and that will be an error for the King Tigers, and they lose the second set 25-23. The usual suspects is now up by 2 sets to none. Let's see what will happen here in the third set. Now, that's a closer and more competitive second set that we've had compared to the first one. However, the King Tigers was not able to hold on to that latter part of the set. They did start the set in a very good way by having some lead. However, eventually they did end up losing that lead and even be down by a couple of points after. Now let's see what adjustments will they make here in this third set. Again, it is not impossible to come back from being 2 sets down. However, it is not the most ideal situation to be in. So Josh will be starting in zone 1. So that will be 3 hitters in front for the King Tigers. It seems like they will be using the same rotation. On the other side, for the usual suspects, number 99 will be starting from the back row, and his diagonal, which is number 66, I believe will be starting from the front row. Josh goes to the right side. That's a cross court hit from Steven. Again, the King Tigers is starting this set in a positive note, but we will have to see if they're able to keep up with this good performance from the usual suspects. Jordan, that is another error from the right side, and that gives up the first point for the usual suspects. Now, in this game, we are seeing a lot of free balls from the usual suspects being given to the King Tigers. However, with those free balls, the King Tigers are not able to capitalize on those and even ends up committing errors, which leads to a lot of free points for their opponent. Now, that's an error from the service line from number 66. So it will tie up this third set at 2 points apiece. That's a floated from Javoy. Now, that is a smart tip to the corner, and that will be a point for number 77 of the usual suspects. Alright, that is an overpass and a free ball, and number 42 will get that point for the usual suspects. Number 33 with a serve. Raymar tries to hit it, but he is blocked. Now a middle hit for the usual suspects, dug up by Steven. They go to the right side to Jordan. That is a cross-court hit, and that will result into the third point of the set. Now Jordan will be going into the service line, I believe. Yes, he will. So Josh will be at the front row. They will have two hitters in front. But again, Jordan also hits from the back row those C sets from his setter. But hopefully for their team, they do commit less errors in this set if they do want to stay alive in this game. A jump serve from Jordan. That will be an ace for the King Tigers. Now, they do get the lead, a 1-point lead, 5-4. And we will see another jump serve from Jordan. Let's see if they're able to maintain their consistency in that service line. That will be another service ace from Jordan. Now that's a 2-point lead for the King Tigers in the third set, 6-4. Alright, another serve from Jordan, but that will be an error. He did step on the service line, which will be an automatic point for the opponent. Now a pass from Jordan, trying to make up for that error, but Justin will be blocked in the middle. It is now 6-all. Service from number 77 of the usual suspects. So a roll shot from Raymar. Now a block from Justin. What a way to get their 7th point. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's the first block of the game for the King Tigers. They do have to work on getting their points from other areas if they're not able to get them from hits or from frontline attacks. There are other ways to be able to earn points in volleyball, which includes services, blocks, and the errors from your opponents. Now, they give up a free ball here. Let's see what will happen. And unfortunately, the usual suspects is not able to capitalize on that free ball. So that will be another point for the King Tigers. They are now up by 3. A right side hit. They go to Jordan from the back row, touched by the block. 77 goes to the left side, and that's an off the block hit by number 99 from the usual suspects. They cut the lead down to 2. Now 99 will be serving, meaning 66 is now at the front row for the usual suspects. Their other left side hitter, he passes the ball. Now they go to the middle. Nice try by Raymar, but that will be another point for the usual suspects. Another serve from number 99. Nice pass from Jordan. They go to the left side to Steven. That's a cross-court hit. Now, similar to what has happened in the second set, the King Tigers has been leading in the beginning part of the third set. Now the question is, are they able to maintain their lead, or will they crumble at the latter part of the set like what happened last time? Now Justin uses the tip of the net to get their 12th point. They do now have a 4-point lead. A right side hit, and that is good for number 42. An off the block hit. Now a service, and Raymar gives a good pass, which will result in a hit and a point for Steven, number 14 of the King Tigers. Now, as what we saw there, both Raymar and Jordan, even though that ball had a good chance of going out, they still went and made sure they did guide that ball out. And that is a good practice for volleyball players, especially for new players that are watching us today. That's another error for the King Tigers, so this is now the 11th point of the usual suspects. A stronger service here. They go to the left side to Jordan, and that is a cross-court hit. What a way to get their 14th point. There was no blockers, so kudos to their setter Josh Larakas for setting up Jordan on that left side of the court. Now a free ball to the King Tigers, or a free point rather. Better services from the King Tigers. Float serve from Steven. A free ball for the Tigers. They go to the middle. And Jaboy will also use the tip of the net to get their 16th point of the third set. Another service from Steven, dug up. Now, that is A miss set there from number 99. King Tigers are now up by 6, 17 to 11. Another serve from Steven, very nice serve. And another tip to zone 1, which will result to a point for the usual suspects. It seems like there is a problem or an issue with the backline defense of the King Tigers. Josh tries to go back to Jordan at the right side, and that will be an error, an outside hit from their captain. Rimmer gives up a roll shot. Now it will be a free ball. No, a free point rather. King Tigers are able to maintain a 5-point lead here. That's a good float serve from Jaboy. A left side hit from the usual suspects, and that goes off the block. They got the lead down to 4. Alright. A 1-2 play from Josh doesn't work. Number 77 pushes it into the corner. Josh goes back to Raymar. There's a touch, and Raymar will get the 19th point for the King Tigers. Now, we are not seeing runs in the recent rallies or plays that we've had. So far, the King Tigers has been able to side out to be able to get the next point after giving up the previous one. Now, they tried to set the back row hit Steven, and that is inside. That is a very nice play. And hopefully the King Tigers will capitalize on that play during crucial moments in this match. There's another jump serve from Jordan. A left side hit and a nice dig from Jordan as well. A power tip from Josh doesn't work. That is a free ball and he tries to hit it. He is blocked and the ball is still alive. But unfortunately, an error from Josh. That does happen to setters. We have seen that in many games, may it be locally, nationally, or on an international level. A middle hit from Justin, left hand won't work. Jordan will try to target the corner, but that is another error. Usual suspects cut down the lead to 4. Raymar will have to give up a free ball. Nope, a free point instead. The score is now 17 to 20, still in favor of the King Tigers, but the usual suspects are not very far. It seems like there was a bit of an issue in terms of the flooring on the side of the usual suspects, but number 77 will now serve. That's a good pass from Jordan. Right side hit, roll shot from Justin. Another right side hit now from the usual suspects. Nice block by Raymar. They go to the middle. Steven was there, dug up. Raymar commits another error and it's now 18 to 20. The lead is down to 2. One hand set from Josh, saved by Justin. Left side hit, dug up by Steven. Josh, another one hand set. They give up a free ball, no, a free point instead that goes outside. It's now 19 to 20. The usual suspects is just now 1 point behind. So the King Tigers has now called the timeout. This point of the set and of the match is very, very important for the King Tigers. If they do lose this third set, they will lose the match. But if they are able to win this third set, they will stay alive and will still go to a fourth set. But that hit from the right side from their captain is an error which ties the game at 20 points apiece. Now Jordan with the pass, they go to the left side to Raymar, cross court hit, and that will do it for the King Tigers. They get their 21st point, and Raymar will go into the service line with that float serve. Float serve from Raymar. A hit from the right side. Josh goes to the left side to Steven. They get the ball back. They go back to Steven from the left side. Hard cross-court hit is dug up. Power tip, but still alive. Raymar digs the ball. They still... Now a free ball given up by Jaboy. Now a cross-court hit, but Jaboy was able to pick that up. Push over from Jordan from the right side. The ball is still alive. Now 77 sets up the right side. 12 pushes it over, and he will be successful. They tied the game, or they tied the set at 21 points apiece. So it seems like the zone 1 and the zone 5 for the King Tigers is a weakness in terms of backline defense for them. Josh sets up Steven. A cross-court hit went off the block, and that is good enough to get the 22nd point of the third set. Again, we are seeing a close match between these two teams at the end of the set. Josh goes back to Steven. Another cross-court hit, and that is good. They now have a lead of 2, 23 to 21. Now, Justin will be serving once more for the King Tigers. And that's a nice serve. And that is a service ace. It's now set point for the King Tigers, 24 to 21. Another serve from Justin. And that will be an error, unfortunately, from the service line. It is now 22-24. The lead cut down to 2. Pass by Raymar. They go to the left side to Steven. Blocked. Now they will have to give up a free ball. 17 goes to his left side, and that is a point from number 66 of the usual suspects. He goes off the block and gives the usual suspects their 23rd point. That's a serve. The ball is still alive. Now, they capitalize on that free ball. Number 12 hits that and goes off the hand of 0-0, or I believe that's number 8, Justin from the King Tigers. We are now tied at 24 points. They go to the middle, and that is a point for Jaboy. Now, the King Tigers has 3 hitters in front. Their setter will be serving, so they have to capitalize on this and close out this set. Now, that's a tip. Still alive. Good save by Raymar and Jordan. But that is a poor free ball. That's a free point for the usual suspects. It's now 25 all. They go to the right side to Steven. He gives up a roll shot. Now they go to the left side for the usual suspects. Cross court is dug up by Justin. Jordan rolls it over to the other side. A tip. Josh was there. Number 12 goes to the middle. Blocked by Jaboy. And they are now at 26 for the third set. 1 point away from closing out this set. Steven will be serving for the King Tigers. And that is going to go out. And the King Tigers are still alive. They're in third set, 27-25. That was a very close latter part of the third set. The King Tigers was at set point at 24-21, but the usual suspects made a 3-point run to tie it up at 24. But the King Tigers just proved to be a hard team to sweep. So now that we are in the fourth set, this is still crucial for both teams. For the King Tigers, if they want to push this game to a fifth set, they will have to win the fourth set. If they do lose this set, the usual suspects will win this game. But for the usual suspects, losing the fourth set will mean that they will be in danger of either winning or losing the game in 5 sets. So there have been many games on the international stage where the fourth set was won by the team who was down and ends up winning the game in 5 sets. Alright, so we are going to start the fourth set with the King Tigers and the usual suspects. Alright, so Josh will start us off with a serve. Float serve, that's in. Nice pass. 77 goes to the right side. Now that's a free ball for the King Tigers. Josh goes to his middle, and what a hit from Jaboy! That is the best hit so far that we've seen in this game. That was a very nice hit. Perfect way to start our fourth set. And that's a service ace from Josh. It's now 2-0 in favor of the King Tigers. Another strong float serve from Josh. But number 33 hits zone 1 of the King Tigers once more and gets the first point for the team in this fourth set. Now another attempt from the middle, but that was an error from Jaboy. It's now 2-all for the usual suspects and the King Tigers. Overpass. Free ball for the usual suspects. They go to the left side. Blocked. What a block by Steven, number 14 of the King Tigers. He will now go into the service line, which means that Raymar will be the left side hitter in front. Now, that was another good block, or a net block. So it will result into a fourth point for the King Tigers. Jump serve from Steven. Unfortunately, that's an error from the service line. Number 66 from the usual suspects will be serving. Good pass from Raymar. Josh goes to Raymar, but unfortunately, that is an outside hit. Raymar, poor pass, results into a fifth point for the usual suspects. They now have a lead, 5-4. Another pass from Raymar. They now go to the right side. And that will be a point for the King Tigers. Nice spot there by their captain, Jordan, number 12. Float serve from Jaboy. Middle hit. But that will be a point for the King Tigers. The lead switches back to their side, 6-5. Another float serve from Jaboy. 77 goes to the left side, and that will be an outside hit from number 99. It is now 7-5 in favor of the King Tigers. Strong float serve. They go back to the left side. Off the block. Nice coverage there from Josh. Jordan sets up Raymar. He goes cross court, dug up. Another cross court from number 99. A free ball, and number 33 gets the sixth point of the usual suspects. Alright, they go to the right side to Jordan. And he uses the tape of the net to get their 8th point of the fourth set. He goes to the service line. We will be seeing his jump serves. Let's see how it goes for the usual suspects. Nice pass by number 66. And a cross-court hit from number 99. What a way to stop the jump serves from Jordan. Serve by number 77. Pass by Raymar. Dump by Josh. They go to the right side. A cross-court hit is dug up by Steven. Another dump by Josh. and that will result into a point for the King Tigers. They are now up by 2. So adjusting the rotation of the King Tigers back in the second set, switching Raymar and Steven, number 14, is proving to be working for the King Tigers. It also seems like, as we see that mean cross-court hit from Steven, that they've already adjusted and have already made the connection between the setter and the hitters. We are seeing a more distributed setting from Josh, number 77 of the King Tigers. And we are also seeing better hits and better plays coming from their hitters. Now, the usual suspects called their first timeout of the match. So, for the King Tigers, they have to capitalize on this momentum that they are getting in this fourth set. The usual suspects did call a timeout to try and halt the momentum that they are giving up right now. Now that's a tip from Jordan and that will work. That's a point from the back row. They're now up by 5, 12-7. Let's see if we can see consistency from the service of Raymar here, and we do. Now that's a right side hit dug up by Jaboy. They go to the left side to Steven. That's off the block. They do get their 13th point of the fourth set. They're now up by 6. Now that's an error from the service line. Service from number 99 of the usual suspects. Josh tries to save it, and they do. The ball is still alive. They go to the left side to number 66. King Tigers give up a free ball. 77 goes to the left side, and that's a roll shot right there. Just goes to his middle, and that is a good hit for Justin. Again, we are now seeing better connection between Josh and his hitters. It seems like they've been able to adjust after the first 3 sets, and this is going to be challenging for the usual suspects. So they do have to put up those blocks and those defense against this experienced players, experienced hitters. Now the King Tigers is up by 7, 15-8. Justin is at the service line. That's a float serve, and the service ace to double up the score, 16-8. Another float serve, a better pass this time, but a right side hit, dug up by Raymar. Steven will hit that, but will also be dug up. Now they roll it over to the other side. They go back to Steven from the left side, touched by the block. They set up their left side, and Josh will block number 66. What a block from the setter of the King Tigers. Another float serve from Justin. And another service ace. They are now up by 10. Score is now 18-8 in favor of the King Tigers. Alright, a free ball for the King Tigers. Raymar gets that ball. Josh tries to dump it over. He goes to his middle. Was there a touch? There was no touch. So the point will go to the usual suspects. Service from number 42. Pass by Raymar. Cross-court hit by Steven. They go to the middle. Justin. And that's a nice back row hit from Jordan. That's a very nice C set from the setter Josh Loracas. They are now up by 10 points. And that will go outside. King Tigers reaches 20 points in this fourth set. They are now up by 11. Another float serve, but that goes straight into the net. For the usual suspects now, they are still alive in this fourth set. It is not impossible, although that is a very good right-sided hit from Steven. But it is not impossible to get back into this fourth set and try to win this game in 4. However, if this will result into a fifth set, as we see a left side attempt from Raymar but an error instead, they will need to try and get some momentum at the end of this particular set so that going into the fifth set, they already are able to work on those mishaps or on those bad passes and errors from the service line. Now, on the other side, for the King Tigers, they are proving to be a better serving team in the third and fourth set of this match. As they get this free ball, they go to the pipe. Nice up by number 66. Cross-court hit but dug up by Jaboy. Raymar goes down the line. Now we will see another float serve from Jaboy. Let's see if they're able to close out this set. They go to the left side for the usual suspects. Now they will have to give up a free ball pass by Steven. They go to the middle, but Justin will be blocked. Alright, so that's a high serve right there. They go to the left side to Raymar. He rolls it over. 77 goes to his left side. Number 99 will hit that inside. And they are still alive. And like what I was saying, it is good to try and earn as much points in this set and build momentum. They go to the middle to Steven, and with the help of the net, they will get their 25th point and will win the fourth set. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going into a fifth set for the game between the usual suspects and the King Tigers. in the 2021 season of the Winnipeg Men's Volleyball League. Alright, so while we're waiting for the fifth set to start, we would like to inform our viewers that there is an upcoming tune-up game for the King Tigers on Monday. That is December 20, and the game should be uploaded within the next few days, if not the day after. So go and click that subscribe button, hit that like button as well if you like this match, and we're excited to provide more volleyball action for you guys. You can also click that bell notification button, so it means that you will be notified whenever there is a new game upload by the Boodle Hits channel. And we are just waiting for the fifth set to start. For the usual suspects, they will have to go back to basics. In the first two sets of this match, they have been successful in terms of being consistent with their serves and also consistent with their passes. They may have given a lot of free balls, but they did not commit those errors, which also kind of pushed the King Tigers to make those errors in their attempts of killing those balls. For the King Tigers, they have won the last two sets. They have been more consistent with their serves and with their hits and with their passing, and they just have to maintain the momentum that they have. But the fifth set, the first four sets does not matter. Any team can win the game at this point. So we are about to start, and the usual suspects will be serving here. Pass from Jordan, uses the back of Jaboy. Left side hit. Pass by Justin. They go to left side. And that is a cross-court hit off the block for Steven. King Tigers get the first point of the fifth set. Now, their setter will be serving Joshua Rakas, meaning that there will be three hitters in front for the King Tigers. That is an error at the service line by Josh. It is 1 point apiece. Number 66 serving here, pass by their captain. They go to the middle, and that's a nice hit from Jaboy. King Tigers is now up by 1. Jump serve from Steven that goes in, and that will result into their third point. Another jump serve from Steven. Better pass this time, but they will have to give up another free ball here. They go to the middle once more. Jaboy is blocked. Josh will go to the left side to Raymar. He is also blocked. Steven sets him up once more. He is dug up. Now they go to the left side to number 99. He is dug up as well. And they go to the back row to Steven. He rolls it over, but the ball is still alive. This is a long rally we're having here at the start of the fifth set. They go to the right side, and Jordan is blocked. No coverage once again at the right side of the court there for the King Tigers. So the usual suspects get their second point of the fifth set. Nice pass by Steven. Josh goes to his middle. The block keeps the ball alive. It is another free ball for the King Tigers. They go to the right side to their captain, and that is an error and will result to another point for the usual suspects. It is now 3 points apiece in the fifth set. We're all tied up. Now that's an error from the service line. I believe that's number 42. So the King Tigers get their fourth point, and Jaboy will also commit a service error as well. So it is now 4-all in the fifth set. A pass by Jaboy. They go to the middle to Justin. He is dug up. 99 sets their middle. He is also dug up. They go to Raymar, but will commit that error at the left side. Usual Suspects has taken over the lead, 5-4. 77 will be serving for the Usual Suspects. Josh goes to the pipe, and that will be an off the block hit. It is now all tied at 5, like what I said before. That play, or sorry, I believe they are calling. So what has happened here is number 14 Steven stepped over the attack line when he is in the back row. So that has resulted in a point for the Usual Suspects, and after that it was an error from the left side from Raymar. So Usual Suspects is now up by 374. They call a timeout here for the King Tigers. This is a good time to call a timeout as the fifth set is only up to 15. Leads like 3 points, which the Usual Suspects have currently, are good advantages in terms of fifth set situations in volleyball games. 77 serves once more. Steven sets, and that is a right side hit from their captain. What a way to get his guys going. King Tigers gets their gets their fifth point of the fifth set. Service by Jordan. They go to the right side for the Usual Suspects, and that will result into a point. Usual Suspects is now up by 3, 8-5. 99 serving for the other team. Josh will go to his middle. Justin is blocked. He sets up Raymar, which goes down the line but is dug up. They go to the left side, and that will be a block for Justin to get the King Tigers' sixth point of the set. Raymar will be going to the service line with that float serve. He did help the King Tigers to make the run in the fourth set by being very consistent in the service line. And that will be outside, so Raymar will be serving once more for the King Tigers. They cut the lead down to 1. Another serve from Raymar uses the tape of the net to tie this game at 8 points apiece with 2 sets for each team. Another good serve right there, but saved. But an error from number 77 of the Usual Suspects. King Tigers is now up by 1, 9-8. Another serve from Raymar. Better pass this time. Now it is another free ball for the Tigers. They go to their middle. Justin with that left hand, and that will be a point for the King Tigers in the fifth set. They're now up by 2, 10-8. Another mean float serve. They were able to save it. Josh sets his left side Steven, but he is blocked by number 12, the usual suspects. What a time to come up with a block. Pass by Raymar. They go to the right side to Justin. Justin will hit cross court, but the ball is still alive. Jaboy gets that roll shot. The mean cross court from Steven is dug up. Back row hit dug up by Jordan. They go back to the left side, and Steven hits that cross court hit and gets their 11th point of the fifth set. Wow, this is proving to be a classic match between these two teams. That is a service error though for Justin Esteban, number 8. So it is now 10-11, still in favor of the King Tigers. Jordan passes it straight to the setter, a tip from Steven. The ball is still alive. Jordan once more. They go back to Steven. A cross-court hit again. And Steven gives his team their 12th point of the fifth set. Jordan is now in front as Josh will be serving for the King Tigers. The King Tigers have 3 hitters in front, which we will see if this will turn out to be an advantage for them. Another free ball given to the Tigers. Josh will go to the right side. Jordan hits cross court but is dug up. A tip. Jordan tips it to the other side. A free ball is given by number 33 of the usual suspects. Joust. But an error from number 99 of the usual suspects will give the King Tigers their 13th point of the fifth set. And they are 2 points away from coming back from being 2 sets down in this match and winning the fifth set in this game. Jaboy saves that ball. 12 sets up the left side. He goes off the block. Raymar from the back row. 99 digs up that back row hit. And that is a good middle hit for number 42 of the usual suspects, targeting once more the zone 1 of the King Tigers, which has been their weak area in terms of backline defense. Josh goes to the right side and a cross-court hit from Steven gives them the match point. King Tigers is now up 14-11 and is 1 point away. Jump serve from Steven. He is dug up, the ball is still alive. He passes the ball and they go to the middle to Jaboy. And they will get that point and win the match. What a comeback from behind win for the King Tigers. Alright, so we will wrap up this match. We would like to thank everyone who is watching or has watched this very nice game between the King Tigers and the usual suspects. We look forward to uploading more very good games such as this one that we just recently saw. We're going to see you in the next games. Alright, we'll take care for now. We'll see you later.
Alright, Jobs. Nice hit. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Nice cheerleader. Let's go.